Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play The Longest Journey. When we left off last time, we defeated the alchemist, unmoored his floating castle, and conjured up a bunch of winds which blew us very helpfully right back to Marcuria. So, let's get into here. Let's start talking to some folk. We are moving things along. We are well on our way to the island of Elias. We just need to find Tun Luiec. So, is she at the pier? Is she? Ooh, who's this? Always to the journeyman in with me, I know. I like his boots. Oh, who are you? Who are you? You're tricking me. You're just some standard patron. Dang it. Okay. This is not where we needed to be. I really just want her to be at the journeyman. There's not a good reason for it. Just, I don't know. That's what I'm looking for, but it's not happening. Very well. Nebeve, let's chat about this wind.
Captain Nebeve?
Huh? Oh, it's just you. Where have you been?
Defeating the alchemist.
Where have I... Don't you remember? I went north to find Roper Clax and get him to release the wind.
And you didn't believe in me, but I did it.
Aye. You know, the wind did pick up mysteriously last night, but...
Oh, that was last night, huh? But nothing, it was me.
But what?
I don't trust it to not die down in a few hours. Or at the most, a day or two.
Well, I have more storm in a bottle,
I destroyed the alchemist. I even set his prisoners free from the rock they were trapped in, destroyed the soul stone, sailed back here in his floating castle, and you don't believe a word of it, do you?
He can back us up.
Not a word.
Great. I did defeat Roper Clax.
Uh-huh. Do you have his severed head somewhere on you?
Why would I be bringing that around? That's gross.
I beat him. I didn't say I killed him.
Of course you didn't.
Can we set sail for Elias now?
No, I still need a navigator.
Well, the wind has picked up a bit, but I don't trust the good weather to last. I don't want to be sitting dead in the water come tomorrow afternoon, so I'll wait a few days more.
Thanks for nothing.
Look, you. Which one is it? Invisibility. Yeah, I can just creep on his boat with invisibility. But look, I have a wind potion. Yeah.
Captain Nebeve?
Huh?
I got something you want.
What? Well, out with it, girl. What is it?
Oh, nothing. You do remember our deal, don't you?
Aye. Remind me what the deal was again.
That if I defeated Roper Clax and brought the wind back, you'd give me a lift to the Isle of Elias.
Well, we had to get him a navigator as well, but...
Sure. The day I see a girl like you bring down a powerful alchemist like Clax is the day I hire a woman to be my navigator.
Yeah, about that. That day has totally
look
come.
At this.
Oh, hey, Crow.
By the balance, girl. That's a strong grog you got there.
Are you drinking it?
Tyron spice wine?
No, give that back.
It's the wind. Watch this.
Sweet child, that's a strong wind. You got some mighty powerful magic there, girl.
Yeah, I do.
And there's more where that came from.
Care to share some of it with us? With that magic, we could make good time to Guienne. Pick up a cargo full of apples and be back here before the competition got wind of what was happening.
Sure. If you give me a ride to Elias, as promised.
Balance be cursed. Women aboard? When will it ever end?
Well, why else would I give it to you?
Jowls, bowels. Be here by this afternoon, or we'll sail without you.
And then you'll get stuck on the ocean if the wind died down.
My wind magic.
Yeah.
And you did say something about hiring a female navigator?
He did.
Damnation! Do you insist on remembering every little thing I say, girl?
I do.
Don't you know that Jal has forbidden women from riding the waves?
Well, Jal's got to deal with it.
Sounds like a bunch of sexist bullshit to me.
Me too.
But it's your choice. I got the wind in my pocket. Now you learn to treat women with a little respect.
April, this is pretty awesome.
I've run out of curses, girl. Jal be damned, I am in desperate need of a navigator anyhow. All right. You be here by this afternoon with your navigator. It's not as if I ever put much faith in the teachings of the drunken prophet Jal myself.
Yeah, Jal doesn't sound like a very good god or prophet or whatever he is. Find someone better. He's not here. Oh, man. Okay, we gotta see what's in here.
The old man keeps his bird locked in there. Poor guy. The bird, that is.
But what else is in here? Alright, it wouldn't be nice to root through the guy's stuff. Okay, now that we've talked to Nebeve, though, hopefully that means Tun Luiec is finally at the Journeyman. We're gonna try it again. Running through the city. Now, Journeyman in? Wait. I don't think that's my same old man. It might be. Oh, are you Tun Luiec?
It's a blue woman, and you know, no big deal. I've seen it all. A blue woman is just run-of-the-mill now.
He's gonna complain about that, isn't he? Not just a woman, but is Blue Zalmari?
Pardon me, ma'am.
I'm sorry, young woman, but I do not wish to speak with anyone presently.
But are you Tun Luiec?
Ma'am?
Please, leave me be. I do not wish to speak with anyone.
Listen, in addition to your map, I also have a job for you. So... yeah.
Pardon me for intruding, ma'am, but is your name Tun Luiec?
Yes, I'm Tun Luiec.
I have a delivery for you.
Oh, a map of the Northlands. I had almost forgotten I ordered it.
Sorry about that. I came by a few days ago, but you weren't here.
No, I was looking for work.
Yeah, about that.
Thank you kindly, young woman. I will need this map now, if I am to make it to Khorasan by foot.
Well, you're not going to go by foot. Good news.
Why are you going to Khorasan by foot?
I can ill afford the cost of passage on a ship bound for the Bay of Fire, and since I do not have a job, nor the prospect of getting one, I have little choice.
Are you from Khorasan?
No, I am from the Southlands. I have never been to Khorasan.
Why do you want to go there?
And why are you going there?
Because I am told that in Khorasan, captains allow women to join their crew. Here, in Marcuria, they do not.
Well, Khorasan sounded like a pretty
I've
decent
been
place
told.
already.
But you shouldn't have to go somewhere else to get a job. That just isn't fair.
Fair or not, it is custom, and custom is a difficult thing to change.
Well, we're changing it, at least a little bit here. Which, I want equal rights for women. I do, but I have to admit that a lot of that is because of the culture that I grew up in. Is it fair to me, to want to change Marcuria to fit my ideals? Possibly somewhat, because here we have, a woman who's native to Arcadia, who wants to, I'm assuming she would like to see things changed. I think she just wants to have a job. She did say that it's customary and custom is custom. I don't know. See, the more it's interesting, because playing this and I'm playing The Witcher 2 right now too, and between those two games, it's making me question a lot of the cultural assumptions that I have just from growing up and living in the U.S. My perspective is not always going to be the right perspective, and my culture's perspective is not always going to be the right perspective either. We don't really have a right to go over and start changing whole other worlds just to suit our own ideals. I don't know. It's things I gotta think about.
Why are you so depressed?
Is it that apparent to you? I do beg your pardon. It was not my intent to burden you with my dark mood.
Not a burden. I'm actually
It's okay.
bursting
I don't
with
mind.
excitement.
I'd like to help if
Because I can help.
I do not think you can. Unless you were the captain of a ship and you could hire me as your navigator. But you are not, and so you cannot help me.
No, but I do have a captain of a ship under my thumb, and I have him in a position to hire you as his navigator. So,
You're a navigator?
Yes, and I have a letter to prove it. Do you want me to show it to you?
Not really necessary.
No, I believe you. And you're looking for a job?
I have been looking, now, for many moons. But most captains do not want women on their crew, and so I am leaving for Coruscant in the morning.
I guess I assumed with Nevive that he just personally didn't like women, and so he didn't have women on his ship. I didn't realize that it was a greater whole Marcuria problem. And with it being just him, I thought, well, too bad for him. He can deal with it. If he wants his ship to go, well, it's a woman who's got the wind, so he's going to have to deal with it. But if it's more of a Marcuria thing, then I can kind of cut him a little slack on it. You know? That's the culture he's from. I'm happy that we're going to be able to get her a job, and I hope things work out wonderfully for him. And I'd like to hope things get better for the women here, but I also don't want to just go in here and rampage through their culture and try and shake things up left and right just because.
I got a job for you, if you want it.
A job? As a navigator?
Yes.
Yeah, on a boat called the White Dragon. We're leaving this afternoon, if you're interested.
If you are serious, then yes, I am more than interested. But will the captain allow a woman as his navigator?
He's kind of stuck for it.
This one will, trust me. Because if he doesn't, he's not going anywhere. Just pack your stuff and head down to the docks. Talk to Captain Horatio Nebive of the White Dragon. Tell him I sent you. The name's April Ryan.
Thank you, April. I am Tun Luiec. I am most grateful to you. Will you be going with us?
I will.
Yeah, so I'll see you there.
As long as I don't manage to, open
so
up a shift and head back to Stark partway through. Now then. I don't think there's anything else that we need to do here, right? I mean, we've been all over Marcuria. I think we're pretty well set. Oh, where's our handsome farm boy?
It's a small wagon pulled by one of those strange beasts.
Okay, I think we want to get it going. All right.
It's the White Dragon.
Get on there. What are you waiting for? What are we waiting for? Not here. Okay, is it not afternoon yet? Do I have to do something to pass time? Maybe that's what we've got going on here. Alright. What else do I need to do at this point? Let's consult our diary as soon as we get to the next screen. Alright. Oh, that's right. So the last update we have is from the Gribbler. Oops. Did I go? There. Yeah, I've been tricked. Monday, late afternoon. Wow, what a day this has been. I met a bunch of new people, including a couple of furry guys and a talking bird, killed an old witch, freed a captured Dandu, and was invited to the Banda village for a feast in my honor. Compare this to last week, when the dramatic highlight of my day was getting sausage on my pizza instead of pepperoni. I feel so empowered and starving. Tuesday morning. I guess I had what you could call a spiritual awakening last night, or at least a visit from the spirit world, wherever that is. Either that or an incredibly vivid dream, but I'm betting that's not it. Say hello to the ghost of Christmas future, April. Staring yourself in the eye and realizing you're a complete bitch is not an occasion to be celebrated. Okay, so she wasn't really me, but the things she said have all crossed my mind from time to time, especially lately. As for Charlie, does he really love me? I mean, like, love me? I had no idea. No, that's a lie. I guess I had some idea, but I didn't really want to deal with it because I just don't feel that way about him. He's sweet and kind, and I simply have a tendency to fall for the wrong guys for the wrong reasons. Like now. Like with... Oh no, I'm not even going to think about that. I should probably go see the elder. Like, who? Who's she falling for right now? Not Zach Lee. Who have we even met? Cortez? Okay. Sorry, something's weird with my mouse and it double clicks sometimes. I got the first stone, and that was really awesome. I didn't expect it. It's funny, I came here by chance, and I didn't even know the Banda were guarding one of the pieces of the disc, yet here it is, right in my hand. It's a lot smaller than I thought, which is a good thing, considering I'll be carrying it with me for a while. This is not so hard, is it? I'm actually starting to enjoy myself. Of course, having said that, everything will probably go wrong from now on in. 3 more stones and I'm home free, after I defeat the evil alchemist, of course, and hold the forces of chaos at bay. And, oh boy, I really gotta keep a positive attitude here. Well, don't worry, you took the alchemist down. That was pretty awesome. Tuesday afternoon, August 1st. Having spent most of the day traversing a horrid swamp filled with foul odors, hungry tentacled thingies, and tons of sticky stuff, I finally arrive at the foot of Roperclack's castle late in the afternoon. The guy's got, the most amazing mansion. And it levitates, too. If it weren't for this petrified guy, Lorhan, it would just fly off into the clouds. So Lorhan tells me that Roperclack has trapped a lot of people in his castle, and that he keeps their souls in a so-called soul stone. Very original, typical evil magic guy stuff. If I manage to break this soul stone, everybody will be turned back into soft and flexible humans, or whatever they were to begin with. Again with the saving people thing. Is this going to be a habit, or what? But isn't it kind of an awesome habit? I mean, doesn't it feel really good, April? After the fact, I'm sure it's terrifying, when you're facing the Gribbler, this creature that wants to eat you, and when you're facing an alchemist who can just conjure up magic and could fry you, but when it's all said and done, and you've beat them, and you've saved so many people, isn't that kind of a great feeling? I think it might be kind of worth it. So who is she falling for? Not Marcus, right? He's Emma's friend, not really hers. Okay, and where do we want to go? I don't know. Check in with Westhouse? Oh, where is he?
Mr. Westhouse?
Knock on the door.
Sir? Are you in there? I guess he's not home. He really should lock up. But then again, how many people know somebody's actually living down here? Mr. Westhouse isn't at home.
Okay, so we can't, go in or anything. Well, that's not where we need to be then. Do we need to check in with Tobias, maybe? We could try checking in with our boss, but we don't have our paper to mark that we gave the last delivery. Let's see what he says. He might just yell at us for losing it.
There you are. Did you make your delivery to Tun Luiec at the Journeyman Inn yet?
Remember me?
Well, then, I'm trying my very best to forget.
Oh my gosh, boy, did I mess that up. I didn't realize he was going to yell at me as soon as I walked in.
Did you make your delivery to Tun Luiec at the Journeyman Inn yet?
I just came back to say hello.
Goodbye.
Okay, sorry, that went kind of crazy. Well, we don't have a paper to give. I don't think there's anything we can really do for him. Do we want to use any potions anywhere? Light as a leaf, bind magic, invisibility. We can't mess him up? Okay.
That's the guy in charge of the Cups game.
Okay, so we could talk to this guy, but there's not really a point. Let's try talking to Tobias. Oh, he's not here. Maybe he's deeper in. Everyone has moved out of their accustomed places. It's thrown me off. Aha. What you doing back here?
You have returned from your trip north. It is good to see you again. I was concerned.
Well, thank you.
You're worried about little old me? That's sweet. And guess what? I kicked some alchemist ass while I was up there. Bet you didn't think I'd be able to do that.
Then you have lost your wager. I knew you would. After all, you are... I was worried because of the trouble in the West.
What trouble? What do you mean, and what do you mean after all you are? But that's good when she said, bet you didn't think I'd be able to do that. Then you've lost your wager. He believed in us.
What do you mean when you said, after all, you are...
Forgive
the great hero?
old man his misgivings, April, but I should have trusted you before.
Oh.
Of course you should have. With what?
Okay, I
With
misinterpreted
the
what he
truth.
said.
That you are the one who will watch over us for 1,000 years. That you are of the balance, and the balance is in you. That you are the one born into the heaviest duty of them all.
She is the guardian.
You are the guardian to be, April. The 13th guardian of the balance.
And I could see that actually not sitting well with her.
No, that's a lie. I'm not your guardian. That's not possible.
Because that's
It is
1,000 years
certain.
of her life just watching over
I
everything.
had my doubts, unfortunately. It could have cost us the balance, and I made a mistake. But it is certain now. You are stronger in the balance than anyone before you.
God damn, Cortez, he didn't say anything about... If I'd known, I wouldn't have come here. I would have... I don't know what I would have done, but I wouldn't have come here.
Maybe he did not know, or maybe he did. And he knew it would be wiser not to tell you. But I am telling you now because you cannot stay here. You are too valuable. You must leave.
Well, I am leaving for Elias. This... I don't know, I guess I'm kind of reeling with her, even though I assumed earlier that she would be the guardian, and then I thought, well, okay, maybe it's somebody else who's the guardian. To know that she is the guardian, like, she's so young, she's only 18, and she's gonna have to give up 1,000 years of her life to just live alone and watch over 2 worlds. I mean, that's asking a lot. That's even more than all this, we have to find all the pieces to save the world. It's a huge responsibility. And it's something that she was never expecting. It was never in her plans for what she'd want to do with her life. I mean, she's already been reevaluating all of that just with the stuff that's been going on. So she's going to have all these adventures and then just 1,000 years stuck in a tower, just watching over the world. It's a lot to ask of somebody. And it's got to be done. It's got to be done for the sake of both worlds. So she can't really say no, but also you can't blame her for feeling a lot of resentment about it.
I am leaving for Elias this afternoon.
Good. The Tyran are not a seafaring people, and the islands are probably the safest place to be right now. Before you go, I want to give you
Tyran,
something to carry with you. I spent the night looking for it in the Enclave. It has been gathering dust for over 10,000 years.
What'd you find?
Tobias, I can't accept anything that old.
You are not
Well, if you're going to be the
accepting
guardian.
it. It is yours. The fathers have only kept it safe for the day when the 13th guardian would come to collect it. And now you are here. Please, take it. It is the talisman of the balance. Known to but a few, it is mentioned in one text only, the Scriptures of Reunification, one of the 13 Scriptures of the Balance.
What does it do?
The Scripture speaks not of its purpose, but it is yours, whatever it is. I am certain it will help you once you find its purpose. It has strong magic, very strong.
Thanks, Tobias. I really do appreciate it. Even though I wish I didn't have to accept it.
You are the guardian, child. Your fate is both glorious and terrible. But it is your fate. If you deny it, you deny our future.
Yeah.
But I have faith in you.
Yeah. So we're stuck for it.
What if I screw up?
The balance provides. The balance protects. Trust the balance and trust yourself. Goodbye. And good luck on your journey.
So if we're the one who's we're gonna unify the two worlds and then split them apart again, aren't we? She's the 13th Guardian, and 13's a very significant number. I think that's what it's all coming down to. Let's take a look at this talisman, though.
The Talisman of the Balance. Tobias gave this to me.
And that's gonna go in the center of the Enclave Tower, right? And then we gotta snap in the pieces of the disc around it. Actually, if he's back here, is there anything more we can say? Nope, he disappeared. And I'm sorry at all if you can hear me sniffling. I'm trying not to, but I'm really, really congested. Well, we missed our opportunity to ask about what happened in the West, although it's got to be something to do with the Tyrant. Well, where do we want to go now, April? Things getting serious here. We are the Guardian. We could check in. Let's check in with a Nexus just because. Just to see if he has anything else to say, since it's sounding a lot like we're going to be leaving Marcuria and maybe staying gone pretty quick here. No one else at the gates. Should we take a look at the Enclave? It's too early. We only have one piece, but still, just for fun. Well, we have two pieces because we have this too. Nope, it's not going to happen yet. Oh, it belongs in the right hollow, huh? But we're just going to need to pick it up.
Although it looks like it might fit, I think I'll hold on to it until I have all 4 pieces of the disc.
It makes more sense, because if we're going to leave, we wouldn't want to just have that chilling here for anyone to grab while we're gone. Let's just see if he has anything to say before we go.
Oh, goodness, it's you again. Oh, you gave me...
I'll see you later.
No.
Yes, good.
There's this wheel down here that I'm not... I think that's going to maybe be a later thing when we're trying to figure out how to open up the Guardian's realm, so... I don't know, I think I'll leave it alone for right now. I could be wrong, but... Let's try going back to the dock. Okay, there's another day. That's a good sign.
We are ready. And we must away before it's too late. We still have another 6 or 7 hours of daylight today. Come aboard.
Listen, I've got the wind. We're going to be fine.
Did I tell you how much I hate water?
No. Backing out now, April.
Well, remind
me
to tell you sometime.
I hope we get to wander around the ship a bit and talk to the people we're sailing with and not just go straight to Elias. Oh, look, there's Tun Luiec up there, standing next to Captain Neve. Don't lean over too far, April. It seems kind of shallow there on the edge of that boat. Like, you could flip right over pretty easy. Ooh, Chapter 6. The Chaos Storm. That does not sound good. Oh, wonderful. We are going to get to wander around.
God, my guts have been cleaned out and I still feel sick.
Sorry, April. Boats are not her thing, huh?
That's the cargo hold and crew quarters down there. My bed's conveniently located right below the opening to accommodate for those refreshing saltwater showers.
All
Why
right.
does the horizon have to keep rolling back and forth like that?
That bugs you, eh? Oh, look at that. Tun Luiec at the wheel. Apple barrel, huh?
It's the apple barrel. It's half empty.
Can we take
and
an
aside
apple?
from whatever fish we're able to catch, those apples are the only food we got on board.
Ooh. So we probably shouldn't... Well, we can mess with it.
Ugh, gross.
So we better.
People do not toss the apples back into the barrel after eating. Here's a nice plump one.
Excellent.
Jim?
What? Worm? Must be. Okay. What about... No, we can't check out that fella? Who else we got here? Down below. And we do want to go there, but first... To the bridge. Ooh, is this some kind of navigation
It's a glass
orb?
orb with a strange magical glow. It could be some kind of compass, I guess.
Alright. Is this
Those are the
captain's
captain's
quarters?
private quarters and offices.
Uh-huh.
It's Captain Nebeve. It's Tun Luiec, the navigator.
Well, let's talk to Captain.
Captain?
How goes
Hi.
it?
What is it?
Nothing, I guess. Oh, there we go.
Do you know any sea shanties?
I'll be thanked. I do not know a single one.
Not even a ho-ho-ho on a dead man's casket or something like that?
If I went ho-ho-ho on a dead man's casket, girl, the crew would tie me up in the hold. With good reason, too.
Would you
Oh,
like
man,
to learn
okay.
a sea shanty?
He
No.
would not.
Actually, there is nothing in the world I want less than to learn a sea shanty. I would rather stick my head up the arse of an Elguan who's just had a dinner rich with beans and light a torch.
I really like you, Captain
I feel in the
Nebeve.
mood for a shanty.
And I feel in the mood for a keel hauling.
How long will it take us to get to Elias?
We should reach the island by tomorrow night, unless we get bad weather.
Any
Well, what are
chance
the
of
chances
bad
of that?
weather?
Well, as any experienced sailor will tell you, the weather is a freakish thing, and you never know quite what to expect.
And
But
this
no,
chapter is called Chaos
no chance
Storm,
of a storm
so...
at all, or my nose would be itching.
Uh-huh. What does your nose have? Well, he's a highly suspicious,
What does your
superstitious
nose
guy.
have
That's
to do
what.
with the weather?
Well, that's a story, be sure of that.
And?
Yeah, are
That's
you going
all.
to tell it?
It's just a story, and you'd better be sure of that.
All right, got it. It's a
I'd
story.
like to hear that itchy nose story.
Why?
He doesn't want to tell.
Because I'm sure it's a real tall tale of the sea, filled with bravura adventures and victories snatched from the rabid jaws of certain death.
I had a bad accident with my nose hair scissors, and ever since that day when the weather's acting up, my nose itches.
You gotta be careful when you trim those nose hairs.
Aye. I've come to that realization on my own.
So, your nose itches when the weather's bad.
A deep, scarring itch, as from the filthy bowels of the Mojal.
Thanks, Captain.
It's actually
Oh, that's all we got?
Captain. Please try to remember, and while you're at it, cut back on the scurvy sea dog shtick, would you?
Just trying to fit in, sir.
You have as much chance
Well.
of fitting in here as I do growing a second head, marrying myself, and moving to Khorasan to start a pottery business. Oh, and before you leave, mind you only take 2 apples a day from the apple barrel. We're running a little short, and aside from fish, Jal forbid, we have no other food on board.
All right. Well, we can handle that. We're going to be off of here by tomorrow night if all goes well, you said, so shouldn't be a problem. All right. Tun Luiec?
Hello, Tun.
Are you enjoying the ride, April?
She is not at all, but...
I'd enjoy it a lot more if the ground wasn't moving.
But the ground is not moving. The boat is.
Hey, you try and tell my stomach that.
Maybe she has some tips for how to deal with seasickness.
I have a question about your compass.
Of course.
What kind of compass are you using?
It is just a normal spirit compass. When we are not
A spirit
navigating by
compass.
the stars or by the sun, we use this.
What's
What's
a spirit,
a spirit
compass?
I forget that you are not familiar with the sea. A spirit compass points always to the magical North Pole, and thus we may navigate according to it. It is very precise, and less affected by a strong magical source.
Like a
Thanks,
chaos
that's
storm?
all I needed to know.
I hope this knowledge made you richer.
Alright, so...
I have some more questions
there more
about
questions?
your compass.
What else can we ask?
Thanks, that's all I needed to know.
Nothing.
I hope.
How are we doing
So
on
then-
time?
With the help of your magic, we are crossing faster than I had ever thought possible.
Give credit where credit is due, Luiec. This ship is the fastest there is. I can outrun a shadow ship in this old lady.
When will we be on Elias?
By sunset tomorrow, if the wind holds.
How fast is it possible to travel by sea?
I do not know. I have heard tell of a ship that once went so fast it took to the sky and disappeared. From time to time, sailors spot the ship as it floats across the heavens. It is said to be an omen.
The
good
Flying
one or a
Dutchman,
bad one?
right?
No, they call it bad luck.
A
Keep
bad
her
one.
steady, Tun.
I will, April.
Well then... Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and actually wind the episode
My
down
nose
here.
is itching.
Because I'm
Are
really
you
stuffy
sleeping on
and
duty again?
congested.
Storm front. West.
Ah.
Heading our way. Looks like a right old bugger, too.
No, not right now, game. I was gonna take a break. Oh boy.
Aye, by the mercy of Jol, it's a chaos storm. Where in damnation
That's a
did
normal
it come
thing?
from this quickly? And what's pulling it here?
It's after me.
Navigator.
Okay, anyhow.
Change our course.
Nope.
We must away from the storm front and to safe harbor.
Uh-oh. I just
Oh,
felt
boy.
a cold shiver running down my spine.
Yeah, that storm is after us, April. I have a feeling. Okay, there we go. I am going to go ahead and wind the episode down here. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Come back and next time, well, we have a storm to contend. Well, we've got to check out the under part of the boat because I want to know what's down there. So maybe we'll start off by doing that and then we'll come back up to the top and see how this storm plays out. Man, what about, we were so on track for Elias. We were going to meet the flying people, learn all kinds of things. All of a sudden, there's a wrench in the works.